Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu 5 and I think I need a gun belt. This is the belt setup that I'm currently using. This is a Wazoo um, cash belt, or yeah, cache or cash belt. Um, it. Don't even know if I can do this on camera, but it opens up and you can put stuff in it, and it's a nice little EDC travel belt. That's mostly what I use it for, but this is my 1791 leather holster, and carrying a gun of this size and weight on a outside the waistband holster, I've come to the conclusion that I need a gun belt. For the longest time, I thought gun belts were overrated because I was carrying a single stack polymer pistol, the Walther PPS M2, and I was carrying it. I was wearing, this belt and a leather belt from Red Wing, and I was like, well, I don't get what the big deal is. My instructor was like, hey, you need a belt, you need a stiff gun belt, and I just didn't see the value in it because I was carrying a very lightweight gun. But after carrying the big gun, or the Smith & Wesson 686, with this is relatively stiff, but still not extremely stiff. You can see that it curls up. But after using this belt, I noticed I've been having to cinch down the belt, get it real nice and tight on my body to keep the gun up, and it's still kind of sagging a little bit. So I've been looking at Anson belts and Coral Essential belts. I really want a belt that has no holes in it. The track belts or belt systems, because I like the fact that you don't have to, make a hole, or you don't have to match up to a hole. So if for whatever reason my weight fluctuates, that's why I really like this belt. Is you can, it fits just about. It fits a wider range of sizes. So if you're fluctuating in weight, a track belt or this type of belt will work for you in general through your weight fluctuations. And like I said, I've been looking at Anson. Anson has a deal where you can spend $100 and you get 3 belts and 2 belt buckles, and the belts and belt buckles are interchangeable. And I think they're lifetime guaranteed, and they sell concealed carry belts. But I was also looking at Core Essentials. They don't have as good of a warranty, but I don't feel with the Anson belts you can buy the 3 belt 2 belt buckle thing for $100, or you can buy for about $50 or $60 one Core Essential belt. And I kind of like how the Core Essential belts look a little bit better, but again, I don't know like which one's technically better as in quality wise. I know the Core Essentials belt has a ruler printed right on the back of it to make it a little bit easier to cut the belt to size. But yeah, I've been looking at gun belts. I've been looking at another Galco holster that's a high ride holster. So I'm hoping that it rides higher than this, because this is kind of hard to conceal with a regular short. You kind of have to have a long short, and so I'm looking at the Galco. Those 2 Galco high-rise holsters. I don't even know if I have it on my phone. I usually, if there's something I want to buy, I put it in my favorites list. The Silhouette high-ride holster and the Fletcher high-ride holster. The thing is, those the Silhouette holster. And I don't know what the difference is between the Silhouette high-ride holster and the Fletcher high-ride holster. They both seem to do the same thing, but I don't know. They cost differently, and they're different models, but I don't know what the main difference is between the two. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on that. I've also been looking at AR-15s, more specifically the Ruger 556 or AR-556. Just something real simple that I can kind of try the AR-15 thing out. I have a Sega AK-47. That's more of a hunting gun for me. Not that you can't hunt with an AR, and if I was hunting at the time, if I was hunting and I had the Regal 5.56, I would hunt with it. But to me, for some reason, the Sega AK seems more like a hunting gun to me, and the Regal AR 5.56 seems more like a tactical gun to me, something that you might target practice with or whatever. But so that's kind of where I'm at. So I just thought I'd make a belt. If any of y'all have any opinions on Core Essential or Anson, or the Silhouette High Ride Holster, or the Fletcher High Ride Holster, High Ride Holster, I'm more really curious about the difference between the two Galco holsters, the Silhouette and the Fletcher. But I'm thinking I'm going to get the Core Essential belt when I get the money for it. And for some reason that one just seemed... They both seem good, but for some reason I'm leaning towards one over the other, and I don't know why. And I guess that's about it. This is just a short video telling you my thoughts on things. Definitely trying to save money to, for the sake of saving money. I want to be a little bit wiser with my money, not spend so much on knives. Because used to in the past, I'd buy knives strictly for the YouTube channel, and I'll be like, okay, this might be something that YouTube's interested in, and I don't want to do that anymore because I generally tend to not like those knives after handling them, and then they're in my collection, and I'm like, now what? So I'm going to try to not spend as much money on knives I want to make sure I'm really interested in the knife before I buy it. There was the Buck 110 Slim and the Spyderco Respect. And that's pretty much it. There's a few custom knives I'm interested in, but probably not going to get those anytime soon. But I'm going to try to get this gun where it's like the perfect carry gun for me, as far as changing the grips, maybe changing the sights, getting a proper holster that works for me. By the way, I'm not bad-mouthing 1791, but I think the Galco Silhouette or Fletcher might work better. I don't know that. I'm going to have to test it out. But something that I really do need is a good pocket gun. Well, not so much a pocket pistol, but a good pistol to carry to the beach in shorts. Something that's not going to weigh down my shorts too much. And I have a few models in mind. I'm not going to specify at the moment because I'm still doing my research. But my SP101, by the way, it is loaded. Go ahead and take those out. This just seems a little bit too bulky for a beach gun. Don't get me wrong, next time I go to the beach, I might be carrying this, it depends if it's in the wintertime. If I go in November, like I want to go in November and fish, I'll probably carry the 686, because I'm not going to be swimming, not going to be in a swimsuit or anything like that. But like going during the summer, I think I might need something a little bit lighter than this. By the way, just so you can see this unloaded. But I'm thinking about a different pocket or a beach pistol, and I'm still looking at that. There's some more guns I'm looking at. I'm trying to cut down on my spending, which is very difficult because I'm getting back into the gun hobby. For the longest time, I kind of ignored the gun hobby because you can use a knife on a daily basis, but you can't necessarily use a gun on a daily basis. At least I hope I'm not using a gun on a daily basis. At least if I am, I hope it's in a safe target environment or hunting environment. I would really not want to use a defensive gun on a daily basis. But that's it. 10-minute video. Yes, if you have any opinions on the Galco Silhouette holster, Galco Fletcher holster, or the Anson belts or the Core Essential belts, I much appreciate your your opinion. That's it. I'm Asatsu5, and I'm out.